Dan woke up and said, okay. Hey guys, let me remind you guys why I'm number one. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me get the music. Let me get the music. But yeah, BSLK, there's lots of resistance up there, so be careful. What am I connected to? That's why. I'm like, where's the music coming from? It's from a different speaker. Not the stream speaker. There we go. Good morning. We're kind of late, but that's okay. Crazy, chaotic morning. Good morning, Winterfell. Mark, good morning. Dan, good morning. Amy, good morning. Donald, good morning. Good morning, Elias. Diaz, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Omega, good evening. Welcome back. Thomas, good morning. Pyro, good morning. Marla, good morning. Chester, good morning. Dilip, good morning. Mayhem, good morning. Patricia, good morning. Dan, AK, yeah, AK, you need to be number one. RJ, I'm kidding. Good morning. Robert, good morning. Doug, good morning. Chris, good morning. Good morning, Bailey. Emmanuel, good morning. Grounded, good morning. A, good morning. Lizzie, good morning. YW, good morning. Salat, good morning. Good morning, Rita. PVL, good morning. Del, good morning. Tony, good morning. T, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I'm trying. Good morning, guys. Bitcoin, good morning. RC, good morning. Speedy, good morning. Jimbo, good morning. Stretch, good morning. Leon, good morning, Leon. Thomas, good morning. Other Thomas. Samuel, good morning. Kel, ayo. Kel's been cooking it in Discord as well. Zaylee, good morning. Jax. Wow. If it isn't Miss Jacqueline to come roast me on stream because I'm late. Jax, are you ready for work? Are you on time? Unbelievable. Brian, good morning. Renal, good morning. Varos, why are you running? Good morning, guys. Anyway, so going into the open. Connected from Toronto. Prasad, oh, I like it. Canada. It feels better, doesn't it? Does the Canadian air feels, feels inhale and then yeah. Good morning, Erica. Yeah, see, Prasad? Yeah. It's like it's nice. Who uses the full name? Someone that wants to roast. Ready for violence. Alan, good morning. Good morning. So going into the open, guys, so the list of stocks we're going to be paying attention to. So CEPL, obviously this one's been posted in Discord a few times. The stock is currently halted, CEPL. Currently halted, new spending, right? You can see the headline that was posted in Discord. So we're going to be paying attention to this one into the open. I'm sure some of you are holding this already, waiting for boomskis. So let's hope that happens. VLCN looks okay as well. It's a bit of an expensive stock now, right? And it seems to be having a hard time at $45. Um, but it's also finding a nice little base around 37, 36. So we'll keep an eye on that. BSLK, we like this one. Obviously, I posted in Discord that we like this one closer to that 380. Why? Because we kept bouncing up the damn 380, right? So it's a $4, right? We kept holding that level, and that's usually a good thing for pre-market. Not so good for market open, but usually good for pre-market when a stock is holding and it has the volume, right? But then it popped and double topped, which to be expected, right? So resistance one, resistance two. So not a major surprise there. Let's see if we sell off into the open and then curl later. Already. So this is probably going to be one of the main names we're paying attention to. And then there's a whole bunch of other random stocks, right? BMNR is not a random stock. This one's obviously done well and then dipped and it's trying to push. There's so many headlines for this one now. We need to like recirculate the interview we did with the CEO. Anyways, $50 is your main resistance for BMNR here. If you're in a position, if you're looking for a position, that support is closer to 46, 46, 45 there. So let's see if we can stay above that range. Let's go. Alrighty. So again, I say $50 resistance really, but we've been failing at like 48.60. But still, we know why, right? It's because people are selling before the 50. And again, like I said, there are a whole bunch of random names. Uber is investing in Lucid. So Uber is putting some money into Lucid. So Lucid is up 30% this morning because of that investment. Yeah, so Uber partners with Lucid and Neuro to launch a robo-taxi program, deploying 20,000 vehicles with autonomous tech. Uber is investing $300 million with the first launch expected late 2026. So yeah, right. $300 million is a lot of money for a stock that isn't up 100%. Part of this though is because Lucid has a bigger market cap, right? And the float is not small with all of the crazy things they've done. The float is 1.2 billion, right? So that stock is not easy to move, even with $300 million investments and robo taxis. So, anyways, question for you guys into the open though. We have less than a minute to go. What's your favorite stock into the open? What's your favorite stock at the open? It is Dan, isn't it? It's a very healthy investment, but the stock, the stock is like, you're gonna need more to pump. You're gonna need more. What's your favorite stock into the open? BMNR. Okay, yeah. So for now, again, I still like BSLK. But as usual, though, let's give these things a few seconds at the open to consolidate and then go from there. So let's see here. I'm just looking to see if there's anything new that we haven't looked at. But the markets are open. We're retesting, right? Everything playing games as usual. WINT with a nice pop there off the 200 and the demand zone. SIPO obviously isn't on halted yet, right? So Winterfell mentioned 950 ish Eastern time, 9:45, 9:50. So we'll kind of pay attention to that as we get closer to that time. The S&P had a nice little run, but it's erasing those gains now. I wonder if this is just a gap fill to push back up. I think it is. There might still be a little bit more room to the downside, but I still think it's so we'll keep an eye on SPY. That's the 5-minute chart on the right hand side, by the way. Alrighty. So again, we have a whole bunch of random names. Nothing that is like, okay, this is me. I'm the one, right? So we're gonna need to be flexible. BSLK is coming back to retest that 380-ish zone. So let's see if we can stay above it. Alrighty. So here's 390. Here comes at 380. Right. So this is the same level. That thing's like, nope, not this time. That thing is just flushing. Right. This is why it is really, really important. Whenever you're looking for a position, I don't really care if we were sitting at support. You need to wait for that thing to kind of give you signs of wanting to hold and push back up. Right. Otherwise, you could sometimes get yourself in some deep doo-doo trouble. Right. So we're testing the 200 here. So this one isn't quite, in the abyss yet, but we're also breaking below that last level. Right. So really, really, really important to always wait for a little bit of consolidation. For now, this level is going to be important here for BSLK, but we knew that resistance was at 480-ish. Right. So you want to be careful. Supply zone, double top, the signs are there. The signs are right in your face. Right. So now the question is, can it find a bit of a base off that level? SPY is bouncing just a little bit there. BMNR, same resistance, same fail. Right. Um, yeah, WINT is actually flying on the left hand side there. WINT is like, hey, look at me, I'm the captain now. Right. So nice bounce of the 200 for sure. Right. You can kind of see that resistance if you look to the left hand side there, though, the last level, all the way across. Right. So WINT is like, nope, I don't care. Right. So this same theory applies for the way down and the way up. Right. So when you're looking at a stock, I don't care that the stock has resistance at a specific level. It doesn't really matter if the stock is destroying that resistance. Right. Don't care. Doesn't matter. Right. So WINT says, hey, I'm off the 200 now. Let me cook. WINT is flying them. Anybody holding WINT in the chat? Anybody holding WINT? The winter, wintry. This needs to be a Canadian stock, Needs to be a Canadian stock. Yeah, that's a very nice pump. 88 cents. Woof. Well done, Brian. Yes, I like it. I like it. Congratulations, guys. Make sure you're moving your stop losses up or taking gains, right? So, because it looks really good for now, but this is really, the market just opened, right? So you might get a bit of a sell off at some point. BSLK is still kind of consolidating here, right? So, still consolidating off the 200 there, right? So the question is, will it stay above that level? VLCN, not a whole lot happening there. WINT is, I'm surprised they didn't hold WINT on that pop. I'm surprised they didn't hold that thing on that push. Let's see. Uh, one second, just a reset here. There we go. Okay, what are we doing here? Yeah, BMNR could not break above that resistance at the top, and then went with a bit of a dip ski, right? Even though it pushed all the way into the 80s. So if you scalp that thing there, congratulations. Congratulations. BSLK again, it's looking interesting there. I think So let's see if we can get a bit of a bounce off the 200 EMA here. Is it halted now? I know. I think that was the other name besides. Yeah, there it is on the left hand side. There it is on the left hand side. Hmm. Interesting. It's not much of a push to be halted, but it is 75%. Yeah, XXII is halted up. And then BSLK is trying to bounce off this 200 EMA here. So let's see if it actually does. Yeah, that thing is doing some sus behavior things there. So you don't want to give it too much room to play games. So it's trying. The question is, will it actually stay above? Godspeed. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on. That 9 EMA is also going to be a bit of a problem though. So 380 resistance on that thing. So again, 380 resistance there. CYCC is popping a little bit again. That thing almost seems to pop like every day. So the reason why I have it on there, it's because it's been mentioned quite a few times in Discord, right? The king of SPACs. Pablo mentioned the other day that he was selling some of his, rotating his monies from PEW to CEPO as a SPAC play that's coming up next, right? So it's halted this morning because they have new spending, right? So they're merging with another one of these Bitcoin companies to become the largest holder of Bitcoin, and then going public. So then it's halted there. So we'll see what happens when it gets unhalted. I'm not sure why they had to halt it for that news, right? Because I think you read that and it's like, okay, yeah, that was expected already. So unless they have something else that's coming, so a lot of people in the chat are most likely holding this one already. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. Alrighty. Still a lot of susness in the market, isn't there? Right. This is why we say take some gains on the way up on names like WINT, especially ones that run immediately at the open, because at some point they're going to come back for the retest. They have to, right? So WINT is still looking like one of the best names, right? BMNR is coming back to retest that demand zone, right? So again, 46 to 45 is kind of what we talked about for support, right? If you look at this morning and you look at last night, you're kind of looking for that range there for BMNR. So let's see if it can stay above that, right? So BSLK just keeps popping there, but for some reason it doesn't want to quite cross above the 9 EMA yet, but it's still holding that 200. So let's see if it actually stays above, and then we go from there. We need something to to show us the light though. Jasmine, there's no point looking at that now because the stock is halted. So, and we don't quite know where it's going to open at, right? So, this is something that was already mentioned in Discord a few days ago, yesterday, right? As people were looking for something else to move to for PEW from PEW or CLBR, because some people do that, right? Some people don't want to be holding SPACs into a name change. So, as soon as one's going into a name change, and then um, they will start looking for something else to go into. So some people are in this already, and it's halted up, right? So you want to be very careful with just jumping in, right? There we go. So yeah, there's BSLK, right? So that's why that stop loss had to be moved to even, so no losses there. Um, just because that thing was behaving a little bit sus. Um, yeah, we'll see what it does. See if we can reclaim the 200 EMA. They're back above 350, but yeah, right. That thing looks so promising in the open. It's like in pre-market, right? Performance was really nice. But and then double top. Yeah, there's always a name that does this, isn't there? Always. You know, that does so well in pre-market and then the market opens and it's all sus behavior. Might run. Yeah. No, I think that was really good. Like I said, this one's probably still looking like the best name in the market, right? Probably still looking like the best name. Josh, good morning. I know, right, Dan? For SPY, yeah, yep. It is kind of showing signs, right? Like I said this morning, I think this to me, this sell off was more of a gap fill. It's a push back up, right? So has a pretty nice retest there, and then we're pushing back up. So now let's see if we can clear the pre-market high here, and then cook to 626. We need to avoid that stupid double top there, though. Good morning, Luna. Good morning. Good morning. Nature Love says just a question. So on Discord, you told everyone about WINT. Um, struggling at the view app for WINT. Yeah. Let's see if we can stay above here. You might be looking at a different time frame. Your boy. BSLK is trying to reclaim. Trying. I like how we're all like, which one's the best stock? Which one's the best stock? Patience, guys, right? Patience. Patience. SPY is the best stock. I'm kidding. No breakouts there yet. Close. Close, close, close. Right? Sometimes the market open can be complicated. You just have to give it a few minutes, right? And then go from there. Just pulling up a new watch list here. Okay, there we go. Paris Bull, Weebull. Yeah, that thing popped nicely, but for some reason that thing can never hold gains though. So for some reason, yeah, WINT is still dropping here. So we almost want to see this thing start consolidating at this price or drop to the 200. I mean, I'd rather that thing consolidate around like $1.45 and then curl back up. VLCN, yeah, there's really nothing amazing to see here yet, right? We're still in that range. So it's nice that we're maybe at the bottom of the range, you know, closer to $30, but and it's halted again. It's halted up, right? Yeah. SPY just made brand new highs. XXII is on halted here, 98%. I don't know why I have both of these on the same screen, but anyways, XXII is flying there. Flying. Stuff like this is a virus, yeah. Happy Thursday, Queen. I'll look into that IPO a little bit, Rich. All I did was pull up the name and saw that the filing was filed. That they were IPOing today. That's the most research. That's it really. So I haven't really looked into that. I just saw that the name was cool and it was the only IPO today. So then we might as well pay attention to that, especially if nothing else is cooking, you know. But yeah, XXII again. It's nice that stocks are pumping like these, you know, but that doesn't really help you, does it? Not me, at least. Just the pumps like these can be very scary. Can be scary, and it looks like WINT is just gonna drop all the way down to the 200 EMA, right? Because it's really not consolidating yet. So the closer we are to $1.30, the better. The closer we are to the $1.30 level, the better. BSLK is still fighting here. I don't think this one's out of the picture yet. It's way too early to say that. It hasn't even been 30 minutes at the open, so not completely out of the picture yet, so we're gonna keep watching that a little bit there, and then WINT. So I wish WINT, dropped just a little bit more to to that demand zone, but that thing is relaxing up there. Are we making brand new highs yet, Spy? What are you doing? I mean, we did make brand new highs in that last candle. What did you get into? The bid is at $16 now, Erica. Okay. Yeah, the bid is at $16. Just realize that that's all-time highs for this stock. That's actually registered, right? So this thing was at $17 this morning, like early pre-market, but that doesn't count. Right? All-time highs only registers when the market's open. So, but anyways, we shall see. You got into WINT. You must have got into WINT at the wrong time then, right? You must have. The only way you're down bad is you were getting in when I was saying, "Hey guys, be careful," right? Anything that pumps at the open will most likely have a retest. So you probably got in when it was flying there. Flying. Flying. That's an interesting block there, actually. See what that does. um, again, so this is kind of what we wanted for WINT for a retest, right? So there we go. 60 seconds. Yeah, let's see if we actually get an on halt here. And BSLK is still fighting at the bottom here, isn't it? Still fighting. It's finding a bit of support at 330, so that's a good thing. If you're still playing or watching or in this already. Let's see if we can stay above that. So it's going back for 350 there. And then I'll switch over and we can watch us CEPO. Yeah. Do, 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 do. There we go. So unhalted, actually they slapped it. Lord have mercy. They're proving you again, Dan. Yeah, Spy just looked like it wanted to pump the, even though it was at the double top. Yeah, I mean it's only down 20. I mean, as soon as I said only 27 cents, that thing said, "Oh yeah, you think so?" 87 cents, more like it. Yep. So I don't understand what's going on there. That thing is all over the place. All over the place. I wonder if this is just a pre-merger sell-off or whatever is happening there makes no sense. Yeah, seriously, Rich. Seriously. minus $1.40. Yep. Again, you want to be careful with SPACs, right? It was Pew 2.0. Yep. My goodness. Let's see. Yeah, minus $1.60 now. So WINT is basically just retesting the bottom of the range there. Right. So let's see if we can stay above the 200 EMA. See if we can stay above the 200 EMA there. Yeah, it's also like everything just looks, like everything just looks super sussy this morning. Super sussy. Again, WINT. Let's see if WINT, because this is kind of the level we were waiting for, right? So let's see if WINT can, get into this range and then consolidate and then push back up. But yeah, and then save us from this rubbish. VLCN is trying to break out of the range as well, right? So this one looks okay, but it's still in that range. It needs to break out somehow. SPY looks good, right? So to be expected. Again, sell off at the open, right? And then push back above 626. So SPY looks beautiful. 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 Okay. Beautiful. Do, 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 do. There we go. There we go, Wins. There we go. There we go. Come on. Give us the boomski. Save us. Wins also has a history of playing a lot of stupid games. So yeah, that thing needs to get back above $1.50. BTOG. Come on. Are we still playing with 330 here for BS? Yeah, BSLK. Yeah, still just Marla. What's your position for this one? I'm still just playing games there. Back to 340 though. 340. So we need this to get back above 350 and the 200 EMA for BSLK. Then we maybe have something there, and then WINT needs to get back above $1.50, right? And then we maybe have something there. Like everything just looks, Alan, seriously, that's a nasty sell-off. Virus, are you in puts? Okay. 26 sold at 51. Now you're in BTOG. You're looking, yeah, Julius. Well done, Julius. I like it. I like it. I like it. XXI just got slapped there, right? That thing, again, when you see massive pumps like these on the candles, you want to be very careful, especially if there isn't like a pre-existing, trend line on that thing, right? So XXII, names like that, names like when WINT was having that initial run, right? You want to be very, very careful. Send it, Virus. Send it. Okay, WINT, we need some fireworks here. We need some fireworks. We need some boomskis. NVIDIA? Wild. NVIDIA is a beast. Yesterday. VLCN is halted down again. Come on, Winter. Make Canada proud. With the winter pump. Show everybody the wintry trees. Okay. Yeah, most of the other stocks are just kind of, yeah. So, oh Canada, Chester. Oh Canada. 146, 147. See if we can get back above $1.50 here. 148. Let's see. Here comes that 149 resistance, right? So 150 resistance. I'll take a look, Rod. I'll take a look. Yeah, we'll take a look at that IPO, guys. Right? I want to see WINT do some things here. 150. There we go. 151. Super slow, doesn't it? Like it looks really, really slow. But at least something's moving in the right direction. Right? Type yes in the chat if you're holding WINT. Livestock and chicken stock. uh, my goodness. Damn, that's ruthless. Shish. Let's go. Let's see. So again, we might not get as much of a pump as we want from this thing, but yeah, might just be little scalpies for now. Might just be little scalpies for now. But yeah, yes. Yeah, I think you guys could see, you guys could tell that really this was like we wanted that 200 EMA test, right? We're not gonna gamble on this thing on the way down like that. We wanted that this level, this range, right? Because you have the demand zone, you have the 200, you have the VWAP, right? If you're gonna gamble anywhere, well, you might as well just gamble at the bottom, right? So now we're seeing some signs of life on WINT. The question is, does it have enough volume to keep pushing? We hope it does. It's trying to, right? So we definitely hope. If anything, we maybe a retest, and then just continuous higher lows there. Come on, you can do it, Winter. You can do it. Is it on halted now? Yeah. Virus, I know, virus, I know. Let's go. 149, George. Hmm. I usually don't like stuff like that because it creates chaos. Because that level is going to be tested. 149. Whenever there's a massive bid like that, either we fly or we go back down there. So we'll see which one it is. I think we all know which one it is. You took profits to get back in, but yeah, okay. Now you did really well in that initial play. It's called LAWR. So this is the IPO for today. Let me just refresh this list here. So technically 2 IPOs for today, but the first one doesn't count. The first one is a SPAC, UBS investment bank, right? So that's an acquisition stock. Acquisition stocks don't count, those SPACs, right? So it's a blank check company. The second one is this one, Robot Consulting, right? We're quite familiar with these guys as underwriters, right? So this is the name of the company. The price is going to be $4, so we'll see what happens when the bids start showing up. See if they're staying above $4. Again, when it comes to IPOs, guys, right? At the very least, you want to make sure that it's closer to the $4 price if you're going to FOMO, and also it has to stay above the IPO price if you're going to stay in there, right? That's first things first, right? So we need to do that. Alrighty. So let me click on the name here and see if we can find out anything else. So September 2022, we offer a labor robot. We offer a labor robot. What does that mean? Our cloud human resource management system we launched in September 2022. Our customers can keep track of employee attendance as well as sales orders. Okay, of employee attendance as well as sales orders. Huh. This sounds a little bit. The IPO is open already. Well, okay, fine. See, this still doesn't make sense, but we're just gonna go look at the stock already since we're open already, because really the only thing that matters to us is that it consolidates above $4. Alrighty, so that thing needs to again closer to $4, and it needs to stay above $4. Alrighty, and it's already breaking below $4. So it's not really consolidating yet above that $4 price, right? So you want to make sure maybe just yeah, 47 from George. Perfect. Yeah, see, right? This is all that really matters. Again, when an IPO opens, you want it to be closer to the IPO price if it doesn't have a whole lot of hype. Also, it needs to stay above the $4, right? We're gonna keep reminding you guys of that at the very least, minimum requirement. So you can't just be jumping into IPOs and saying, "Oh, this is cool." This no, it's simple, right? We don't care how amazing the company is. If the company itself cannot stay above the IPO price, no one on the inside side is putting bits in there, and that's not a good thing. So, so we read some of these things, and I could care less honestly, because it's all about the performance of the stock, right? So, they have 10 employees, I guess, 2020 company. They're from Tokyo, Japan. Where's Jericho? Jericho, criminals. Um, so net income minus, not a good thing. Even though they make 183 million, somehow, somehow, somehow. Chester, 10 employees. Let's see what the website looks like. It's slowly loading here. Jericho, these are your people. For some reason, it's still loading. What is this weird consolidation? I know. Like it's just chilling there, right? I think the warning sign for this one is actually don't mind this, actually don't mind this if we can stay above like 320. If we break below 320, I think it's done. So we're gonna keep an eye on this one still. Why are there so many garbage stocks today, guys? Even the ones that we do like WINT, it's like, okay, you get a 10-cent scalp. You get a 10-cent scalp, you get a 15-cent scalp. Some days it's like that. WINT came back to retest basically the same entry range. Right. So let's see if we can stay above that. You know. SPY is definitely we joked about this morning that SPY was the stock, but SPY is pushing highs of the day. Dan, did you get rid of your position? Did you get rid? Soon enough today, my guess, Tony. Don't worry, tomorrow I'll be on stream earlier then. If that's the case, verifying. Hmm, that doesn't seem to want to be working. For some reason, my Twitter, I just didn't have the time to fix it yesterday. But my Twitter has been acting up. I think it's this one. I think. How about I just click forgot password? You know? Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. Slapped? Yeah. You did, Dan? Yeah. Today, oh, is it just me? No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Tony. I'm kidding. Yeah, we need something to break out here because everything just seems to be Something will show up. Something usually shows up on days like these. The question is what. Danny, what's your position for BTOG? What's your position? Yeah, WINT is just sitting in that range now too. And then the IPO is halted down, obviously. The website. Oh, there goes. There goes the website, guys. Look at the website for robot lawyer. Hmm. Interesting, huh? So the robot lawyer is flying across the city, and then I mean I changed it to English, so I don't know why it's still giving us uh legal consultation around the world with AI, adopting la 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 la. We're really allowed to provide interactive legal advice. In addition, we la 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 la. That seems stupid. uh, yeah, that seems stupid. I mean, I guess. No kidding, Dan. Anyways, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the team. I mean, they probably like. There's probably something cool there. Uh, Marla, that's not stupid. That's gay. Oh my days. Anyways, anyways. Yeah, BSLK still looks okay. Like I like how it's consolidating there, but we're gonna need some breakouts though, because consolidation is not good enough. MRKR. Let me pull up that one. I'm gonna watch that IPO for a sec, for a little bit more, but for a little bit longer, but just in case we can reclaim $4 there, because you never know, right? Let me take a look at MRKR, and then yeah, because this one does look good, right? It's actually halted up, um, so that looks nice. Hmm. Michael, yeah. MRKR. This one wasn't on the list coming into the open because there wasn't a whole lot happening there, right? So it only started breaking out. Um, like once we cleared $2.50, then the volume came in for MRKR. So that isn't too bad. Not too bad. Let me look at the daily on this one here really quickly. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, I mean it does have room to the upside all the way to 450 there. BBAI, send it. ABVE is looking good too. Yeah. So we're almost rotating from the names that we liked at the open to a complete new list, right? So yeah, slow and steady there for BBAI, Tanner. Your next resistance for ABVE, if you're holding this, is 290 ish. 290, so you're 5 pennies away from that. So it looks like sometimes you just have to wait 30 minutes, for the market to consolidate, and then you have better names. 140. What did you get into, Salam? Let me zoom out on BBAI. Yeah, you're almost sitting right there. $8.20, and then you're looking for 860. So 820 and then 860. Danny. What is next to next to? Oh, like the stock that's next to it, now your next resistance. Oh, that's ABVE. ABVE. And then this one is MRKR, which is currently halted. Halted. But yeah, ABVE resistance 290. $2.90. No, 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 no. There we go. There goes the on holds for MRKR. Coney? Yeah. Jeff, you didn't sell anything though, right? You just kept it? $3.80. Is it lagging? Again? I honestly don't know what's going on. So I think maybe tomorrow I'll try giving the stream like a 5 second buffer or something. Maybe that'll help. I don't know what's going on there. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna need more from Weeble virus. I'm gonna need more from that thing. Stupid slacker. Yeah, BSLK just seems to just want to consolidate here. Nothing really going on there. ABVE again, 290 resistance failing, right? If anything, yeah, I'll try that tomorrow. Max, I'll take a look. PAW, I'll take a look in a second. Is YouTube lagging for anybody else? Or is it just the crown is weighing Virus and Dan down? Let me know. To $6 for VBI? Yeah. Yep. Yep. We have a whole bunch of stupid stocks today. Whole bunch. It does it for you. Bella, it's okay for you. Otherwise, it's been fine today. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's not the Wi-Fi, right? It's just like the YouTube site. Maybe they're just doing too much, too many updates, too many fancy things, that they're launching. Maybe. Robot Lawyer is on halted now, right? But that thing needs to consult to reclaim that $4 range and stay above it if it wants to do anything worth anybody's time. There we go. Virus. Yeah, they can take some of the monies, and fix some glitches. Hopefully, yeah, ridiculousness. Let me refresh it. Thank you for the super chat, Dan and Virus. Thank you. The crown. Wait, how is Virus is number one? Dang. No, the tight. Tony, there you go. Tony has a crown. Tony, you better keep spamming today because you have a crown. Otherwise, it's gonna disappear. I did it for the points. Yep, yep. Number two, Pyros. Yes, let's go. Yep. We need something that actually looks like a solid chart. Space. Let me take a look. Yeah, space had a bit of a pop today. Richard, I don't know. I don't get why the stock is still around and why it's still popping. Because they do nothing. They do basically nothing. So and I don't really think there's a space theme in the market right now that would make this move. So just be careful with it because it has a history of pump and dumps. Um, but if you can stay above two at 370, you should be okay. Hopefully, it stays above that. Hopefully, yeah. Now MRKR after the on hold is just sliding him. IMNN with a bit of a pop. I'll pull that one up as well. IMNN, yeah, a bit of a pop there. A bit of a pop. Yeah, so the lawyer stock couldn't reclaim $4, right? So we don't play with IPOs below the IPO price unless we're well into a week in, a month in, and they're really consolidating and they're below four, then yeah, fine. You know? But on day one, no, thank you. How about no? No. BBI is still looking good, right? Super, super slow and steady. But sometimes that's okay too. ABVE is holding the 260, 200 EMA zone. So that's a good thing. 260. So if it can stay above that, that'd be good. And then reclaim the view up here at 285. And then get back above 290. 6 months out for new flights. Okay. As long as they actually do new flights, because they've done some pretty fishy things. Yeah, that'd be cool. They're so lucky, Richard, that they have a CEO, not a CEO, an owner that's a billionaire. Otherwise, that company would have been, because I don't know how they're making money from not flying for however many years it's been, you know. But VLCN is halted up straight to the abyss again. Salem, you need to have a stop loss. You need to have a plan, right? So if you get in at two whatever 40, you need to have a stop loss. You can't just sit in there and hope. You know. Let's go, James. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, so 370. Richard, what's your position? Are you in it? What price? There we go. ABVE is looking better. So that 290, right? Double top and then 290 for ABVE. Puts in SPY 618. We're looking for 618. Yeah. I mean, if you look at SPY in the 4 hour, this is usually what happens before the crash, isn't it? You're like, oh, it's like over and over and over again. We just keep failing at the same stupid spot, right? So this is what day 4 now for SPY. Every time we peak around 626. Yeah. So we keep pushing up there and failing. So we shall see. We shall see. Mm, mm. Mm, Yeah, ABVE is definitely looking good. So that 290 is your next resistance there, Bailey. Yep. Yeah, because it usually is free press, right? Like market cycle, right? The stonk market cycle. August is usually like July going into August is usually a little bit bloody, right? And then we rally, and then we get that September, October. You guys, yeah, it's like March, April, violence, right? So, yeah, July is usually one of the best months, but then we rotate into a dip ski time. Mm, 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 mm. Spy, spy, spy. Pizza. Good morning, pizza. IMNN is still looking interesting. Still looking interesting there. Here comes 290. See if we can actually clear that level and close above it, Bailey. Fighting. Yep, seriously. Mm, mm, mm. 290. Mm. Do. Want to look at something else here. Mm. Hmm. Trying to. What's your question? What's your position, Demar, for VLCN? I mean, it's having a solid bounce off that demand zone. So 24, 23, and now you're testing the 200 EMA here. So you're gonna have a bit of a problem at $30. Um, yeah, but yeah, ABVE is looking good there. Super, super slow and steady. Are you guys happy that SPY is dropping now, virus? You guys wanted the drops. There's your drop. Peter, I like the shirt too. This one's nice, just nice and simple. Nice and simple. La, 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 la. Let's do. Yeah, so $30 is resistance here. Barry, what's my opinion on open? The market is so bad today. The market is pretty annoying today. Let me take a look. Pretty annoying today. Are you in, Barry? Are you in open? Let me know. Yeah, you have a bit of a double bottom at $1.69 there, so I'm sure you're just playing with $1.70. But yeah, you almost wanted to now close below 170 here. What happened, Pizza? What happened? Did you get back in on that? You're in? What are you in at? What are you in at? That doesn't seem like a good chain, actually. You're in at 180. Okay, so you're down a little bit here then. Yeah, you can kind of see how it's been creating. Yeah, look at that, right? So I think that's the problem with your position, Barry. Is it looks okay on a smaller time frame because you're seeing that double bottom, but look at this damn thing, right? Like look at the daily chart. Like this thing has been cooking for quite some time now, right? Every day pump, 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 right? So your entry is is closer to resistance than it is to support, which is a little bit dangerous. Um, yeah, and we're hitting lows of the day now. So I think for now, for your position, you just need to pick a stop loss and set a stop loss, right? ABVE has been the better one, at least for now. So yeah, ABVE is looking good there. Guess what? ABVE is also a Canadian stock, guys. So you guys are getting blessed by Canada lately. Blessed by Canada. Your next resistance is 320 for this one. Not sure why that line is there. It should be at 320, but anyways, 320 is your next resistance for ABVE. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. And again, Spy just keeps playing games here and then going up and down, up and down. So cancel. Crazy. Here we go. I think those short attacks available. Yeah, Barry, I would ignore that though. You know what I mean? Here comes 320. You want to have a plan based on something that's within your control, right? Regardless of whether the stock is being shorted or not, there's nothing you can do with that information, right? Other than get NTAT. So I would say again, I would say come up with a plan, right? In terms of like protecting your money in case it's not working out, rather than look at that data because it's not very helpful. Alrighty. So for now, hopefully open can stay above, the last demand, stay above $1.50, right? And you should be okay. Hopefully. Right. And then push back up. So you're not that red. But when you look at the big time frame though, right, you're like, dang, this thing's been pumping for a long time now. So and short data is usually delayed anyways. We're still trying to close above 320 here for this one. LITM, David. LITM. Spy with a bit of a pop there. So let's see what that thing does. I'm gonna go back to yeah, that's a nice pop there actually. Off the 50. Off the 50. Like it usually does, off the 50. Space. Yeah, ABV is having a hard time at that 320, even though we broke above it. Barry, does that make sense though? Right? Um, Hmm. SPRC with a bit of a social media buzz there. SPRC. IMNN with a retest of the previous resistance level, 63 cents. And then a bit of a pop. IMNN. Pizza. Calls. Wait. You got 340. Which calls, pizza? Help me. Which calls did you get into? Hmm. DNA, yeah. Now you want to make sure you're careful. Mm, mhm. Okay. Ooh, Spy said, let me thrust just a little bit. Yeah, we'll see if Spy can break above today's high. Gen 26. Gen 26. What strike though, pizza? What strike? Gen 26. What strike? For Spy? Gen 26. So obviously not Spy because those would cost you a lot of things. 1250. Oh, the same ones? Oh, the same stock, but just okay, different date. Okay, send it. Dr. Rob, yeah, Canada, Canada. We need more Canadian stocks. Don't listen to Dan about we need more Canadian stocks. Do. Oracle virus. Yep. But yeah, you can see that resistance at 320 there, right? I think we just had that line there because it's failed, lower a few times. But your retest would be 290 for ABVE. Hmm. Yeah, open with a bit of a tiny 2 cent bounce there. Bounce. Mm. I see. More educational videos. You should. You definitely should spend time watching more educational videos, DNA. If you're not feeling comfortable, watch more videos. IMNN is pushing for 70 cents here. Trying to break out. Space, yeah. No, Space had a nice little bounce there above that 370. So hopefully for you, it keeps trending in that direction, Richard. Right, nothing crazy, slow and steady, but at least it's moving in the right direction. ABV is still holding this 290 level zone, and still not sure what SPY is gonna do, but it's kind of creating higher lows here above the 50 EMA. So as long as it stays above that, if SPY breaks above that previous high, gone. And then VLCN is just playing with the 200 here, the little white line you see. We need some boom skis. It's gonna give us boom skis. 294 Zosk. What did you buy 294? ABVE? or what? Hmm, I like it. Mhm. Interesting. Okay. Mm. Yeah, it's trying to definitely. Finally got back above the $30 level, Kevin. So that's a good thing. Again, this is why we say sometimes you don't need to be rushing into stocks at the open, right? Because it takes 30 minutes. It takes an hour for you to be like, oh, okay, I see the bottom now. You know? So the days where you're like, okay, this is amazing, like everything is cooking, right? Then the days where you're like, what's going on? I really need to wait. Right? Patience. Patience. Mm, 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 mm. Um, there we go. Yeah, definitely is a waiting day. You want to be patient today, otherwise you get yourself in trouble. Do, 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 do. Uh, let me send this to you, Peter. Do, 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 do. Mm. If you touch anything, not necessarily, right? And again, I promise you something good is gonna show up. It's always like that. It seems like rubbish, and then you're like, oh, okay, 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 okay. Like ABV is doing what it's supposed to do, right? It hit resistance. It came back to retest the last level at 290. So let's see if we can get back closer to that 320 range. 320 range. IMNN is breaking out now too, so that looks good, right? It's a bit of a pop. Yeah, and some of these stocks are, like overly pumpy and dumpy though, but I think that's the downside. So again, you have your resistance there for ABVE, but then you also have this breakout zone here, right? So let's see if we can push them. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, no, 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 I have care of deeply committed to our land and protecting the heritage of no, 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 no. Let's go, Virus, from the ground, from the roots. From the roots, Virus. Thank you. is now a good idea. No, if you wanted to take that gamble, you want to be closer to 290, Danny. Right? We kept saying 290, 290, 290. Right? So, because the closer you get to that 310, 320, you can see that red zone up there, right? So then you're just putting yourself in a bit more danger than you would, like to be. A bit more danger than you would like to be. We need boom skis, guys. We need boom skis. IMNN is still double topping around 72, 72 to 75. Damn, spy is all over the place there, but it's holding the bottom now. Holding the bottom there. And here comes ABVE again to, so that's why it's dangerous close above $3. Yeah, so hopefully it consolidates again, but again, everything is just dumpy. STPDYN. Okay, I'll take a look. I will take a look ski. At least you're getting a little bit of volatility, Dan, on it might be like every candle. Yeah, it does, Marla, doesn't it? It does. My goodness. So there goes ABVE, 290 again, right? And then back to $3. So Danny, did you take your position? Oh no. Did you take your position, Danny? Right? So again, closer to 390. You're not safe. Nothing's ever safe or guaranteed, but at least at that point you can have a tighter stop loss. And then if it breaks below, you're like, you know what? Let me get rid of this, right? Let me PDYN. Elijah says I wouldn't. There you go. So 12:30. Yeah. Um, you're thinking of putting $100 into Mullen? Well, you're definitely gonna lose the money. If do I think it's a bad idea? I think it's a bad idea. Yeah. Unless Mullen announces something crazy. The next thing they're gonna announce is probably because that's the only thing they can do really well. IMNN with the push there to retest the highs. To BTCS 75 pennies. Spy keeps going up and down. Their virus almost like thinking like they're gonna slap the damn thing. I'll spend it on liquor and at least have a good time. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. Yeah, $100 in Mullen is definitely a waste. Yep, exactly, Matt. Exactly. Buy $100 of Nvidia or something and give it to let's give it as a birthday present or something. Danny, the one you should be getting into is a Discord membership. Come join us in Discord. Caitlin, what's your question for XXII? What's your question? What would you like to know? What would you like to know? Danny, DANI, Daniel. Anyways, yeah. ABVE is still holding that 290, right? It might not be doing anything crazy, right? Elijah said he wouldn't get in, but that's okay. So, um, I don't know what happened with yeah, Danny, you were asking, right? So there was your 290, and then back above $3 again. Nothing crazy, and there's really just not much happening. Um, but still holding that level for now. IMNN looks like it wants to cause some violence there. I think it's a decent buy or avoid. I'll take a look. XXII. I'll take a look. There goes 77 cents for IMNN. ABVE is popping there 306, 307. So not bad, right? Not bad at all. Yeah, but again, we all know that that thing has. As soon as we get to 310 to 320, it's like resistance. Resistance. Mm, Come back to that. XXII. Would you get into this? No, this thing looks nasty. Um, it just doesn't look good at all, Kidlin. Right? It's like it's been trending down. Unless you try a gamble position closer to $5 and then put a stop loss at 4.99. Because if that thing breaks below 5, you're gonna see more violence. So that's the only way I would play with that. BTOG, we've talked about BTOG for some time now in the 20 cents area, right? So now it's at around 40 cents day trading easy. So yeah, um, it actually pushed all the way to 47 cents almost this morning. So yeah, it's done really, really well. Yep. We just keep going back and forth there, Dan. Back and forth and back and forth. VLCN is pushing for 32, so looking to break that double top there at 32. Is it worth getting into? I mean, I think it would have been like it was closer in the 20s and 30s, right? So, like right above 30 cents. Whenever you start pushing close to like 50 cents there on that thing, um, people tend to sell, and if you can break above, then they're looking for a dollar, right? So, I think you might just need to be patient with it now. Wait a little bit longer. 36 is really the level. Like you want it closer to 36 now. Day trading easy. Not sure you're gonna get that level anymore, but yeah, the stream just did an interesting reset there. John, no, did not. Come on, ABVE 308, 309. Break that 310. Let's get to 320 here, and then Danny's gonna ask me if it's a good time to buy. Yeah. And then I'm gonna slap Danny, But yeah, so 310 is a bit of a problem there before we even get to 320. Don't laugh, Morris. Danny? Yeah. You're laughing, right? uh yep. Again, like I said, yeah, 310 is a problem. So we keep pushing and failing there. Push and fail. Leon, are you in a position? Bull isn't horrible, is it? Like we bull, right? So we got back into that position yesterday. We bull. Um, it that thing needs to break out. But anyways, here goes 309 again. But you can clearly tell people are selling at 310. Three ten. Virus, I know, because you mentioned that thing first. You definitely should have got in. Um, Closer to $12. You were right there. But then again, we were looking at SPY and NVIDIA though. You know. Doo-doo. Yeah, Dan, SPY really is too strong. Too strong, but we're still in a stupid range. You're in at $8, Leon. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, there goes BTOG, 42 cents almost there. So really, really strong. ABVE broke above that 310 for now. 311, 312. So well, Danny, there was your entry, right? You were asking for it. You had 290 right in your hands, you know? Right in your hands. Again, nothing too crazy. It's not like it's exploded, right? So, but still, once you sell, we will go back to 10. Virus, yeah. For now, though, give me $20, Virus, and then we'll call it yeah. Anyways, yeah. Let me take a look at BBI. BBAI, you're looking for that next resistance? Yeah, I think we talked about this earlier, right? So 820 ish, right? So so yeah, you're looking for, the closer you get to 820 already, that's going to be your first obstacle there, Leon. I think you said you were in at 80 or something, right? So your entry isn't amazing because look at BBI, like it's been pumping from $3 all the way to $8, right? So your entry is a little bit on the late side. But if you can break above 820, then okay, cool, right? You're looking for 860, 880, and then you're looking for $10. Alrighty, so hopefully it keeps performing for you there. Alrighty, alrighty. And Virus is a top dog, Pyro. Yes, yes. Yes, he is. Mm. What is it going to take for ABVE to just say, hey guys, I'm the captain now? Let me break out. If you're holding ABVE, type yes in the chat. If you're holding ABVE, type yes in the chat. uh, okay. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, so you're just having a lot of resistance. 288? Okay. Yeah, not a bad entry, right? You just have that resistance that if for some reason it just can't seem to break above. Dan, yeah. Dan tried to short the markets, and the market said, oh, yeah, you think so? Said, and thrust. And thrust. Yeah, the only hope here is that we don't break above that previous high because then it just looks like we're trending up, right? Higher lows above the 50 EMA. If we break above that, we're definitely going to destroy that 27, and maybe push for all-time highs. Yeah, and then stupid ABVE, right? It just wants to play with that resistance. Yeah, again, when you look at the daily chart for BBAI, you're like, resistance, double tops, right? So there's some things here for BBAI that I don't like, even though the stock has been, um, again, the part of the reason is because it's been pumping, right? It's been on fire, so you got to be careful up there. Yeah, Dale. But then again, to be fair, like everything is fairly boring. VLCN is pushing for $35, damn. But today's more of a day to look for swing plays, When rock poll virus, is Trump still sleeping? Oh, for BBI, 650. Yeah. Something give us the run. They're waiting for us to get up the stream, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, send it, send it." Do. You can tell a spy wants to cause chaos, though. Yeah, perfect. Spy wants to cause chaos. If you sing the Canadian national anthem, we'll go. Dale. Oh, Canada, our home, it's dropping. I think it's like, don't sing that, please. Don't sing that. Don't sing that. I'll give you red candles if you do. No, they're gonna keep pumping to avoid paying those puts. Yeah, I'm surprised that it's that way though, because you would think with the market direction, Dan, that it would be the complete opposite. Interesting. Let me take a look. Rocket might have flagged and about to push. Daily looks promising. Yeah. Yeah, as much as it looks like it, it's a flag. That flag was kind of confirmed way at the bottom there though when it broke out, right? So I think for now you have other issues to worry about, right? You have this top to worry about, kind of the same level there, right? So you have some other things to worry about. So it needs to break above that resistance if it wants to start cooking. So you can kind of see how every time we get close to 340, it's like, 340, right? So you need the breakout there. Um, and then um, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Came down to a nice level. 919 calls. Okay. MU. Isn't it crazy how these stocks always oh yeah, I see what you're looking at, virus. Yeah, it's almost like a beautiful retest of, like the so I'm gonna move this line a little bit lower here just so actually I'm just gonna leave it there. But yeah, I don't mind that at all, right? Because if you look to the left hand side, this is the level we kept talking about for for months, right? It's like, here we go again, 112, resistance, right? And again, in the spirit of technical analysis, when you break out, you come back to retest. And also the 50 EMA is sitting there on the daily. So yeah, that level's yeah, not a bad level at all. It seems better the closer you are to 111, seems better closer to that 50 EMA, but not bad at all, virus. Not bad at all. ABVE guys is still holding that bottom, right? So this stock is still looking good to me. It just needs to not break down and it needs to break to the upside, right? I don't know what it's doing, but it's definitely testing everybody's patience. It just needs to break out. 311. MU with a nice pop there. No. No. There we go. There we go. Danny, you better not say anything in the chat. There we go. 3:30, guys. Yeah. If you're still holding ABVE, type yes in the chat. My next comments, I can see it. I can see it across my screen, flashing. Boom skis, guys. ABVE, right? As annoying as the markets are today, this has really been the only one that's actually showing us some clear levels, you know? You're selling soon. Thomas, yes. Matt, yes. Albie, yeah. Sean, well done, guys. Congratulations, right? So there you go. If you bought this thing closer to 290, you're happy for now, right? At least you're up a few cents, you know? At least you're up a few pennies. Better than nothing. There we go. 335. Danny's gonna smack the computer. Um, Smack the computer. 334. Come on. Let me look left here. So we're sitting at the highs of the day now for ABVE. Right? Highs of the day. So looking good. We might come back and retest that 320 level again, probably, most likely. But hopefully it, performs here. It's the only stock that's really breaking out for now. So maybe that's that's a really good thing. Maybe people will then focus on that. Already. Lucid is curling bit by bit. Yeah. Whereas remember like 6 months ago, a year ago when you pumping Lucid? It was nice, closer to $1. ML Vapes, what did you do? Did you buy the whole float? What did you do? RGTI went from red to green as well, so I think he's fighting them. And Webull is at 1360 now, so Webull is looking good. We need brand new highs on Webull though. 2-year chart. Elijah, I don't really a chart. Right. And I think to me, I zoom out when I'm unsure. Like I will go out further when I'm unsure about like what I think will happen, or you know, yeah, it does, virus. It does. Ooh, Webull is looking nice though, slow and steady to the highs. And also when you're playing with momentum stocks like ABVE, we could care less about ABVE as an investment, right? It's not an investment. We don't care, right? So it's a fine balance between like looking at the daily to understand what you need to see from it in terms of like levels, and then also making sure you're paying attention to a really small time frame to know what's happening like now, right? So just so you're not blinded by looking too far into in the past, because then that will make you look too far into the future, right? Anyways, there's a nice little supply zone here for ABVE, so that thing needs to break above that level next. Here we go. 332. Can we just go boom skis, guys? Are we gonna keep playing games with this red zone here? Right. So you can see the demand zone, the green zone at the bottom, close to, so that kind of confirms our 290 level, right? And then obviously the red zone at the top there for resistance. So move your stop losses up, scale out, whatever you need to do that. Right. Obviously we're hoping it breaks out, but make sure you're, moving your stop losses higher, scaling out. Yeah. Yup. Did the markets make brand new highs? They did that. My goodness. My goodness. Let's see. That thing said, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me." See, Dan, you should have just gone long today. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. That candle was Let me look at that 4 hour chart again for SPY. What are we doing here? Are we just retesting the top just to retest the top, or are we actually going to break out this time? Can I have some more? Let's go. Time for Bet Jericho. Well done. High five. Let's go. Congratulations. Yeah. That pivot for SPY is almost yeah. And then the all-time high, which is currently sitting at 2786. 2786 is the all-time high. Because I think that thing made it 87, 86. So that's the registered all-time high for SPY. So there's still a bit of room to the upside. We shall see. Yeah, no, the markets are looking fire. 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 Should have gone long. Thanks, Captain Obvious. uh, I know, I know. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Yeah, Pew Pew is definitely all of 2,000 years old. Dang. Peter, are you still in the chat? Let me take a look. That thing isn't showing up. It's Pew Pew. I know that. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those days. ABVE stood read again. So we basically retested, right? So retested that 320 and it's holding 320. So that is looking okay for now. Yeah, it's more like PEW. Yeah. PEW. Rocket, Bitcoin. Yeah. Today's one of those slow scalpy days. 10 cents here and there, Sniper days. Tron. Yeah. Oh, la, la, la. There we go. ABV is definitely looking like the best stock for now, isn't it? As slow as it is, like at least we can look at this and say, oh, levels. Like those levels are clear ish, right? So 320 retest. We need to stay above that though. Mm-mm. Yep. There we go. Here we go. Elijah, did you form one to ABVE? Did you get in yet? What about Danny? Danny, are you in this yet? I feel like Danny is secretly in this. Hello, Danny. Can you hear me? Here we go. 340. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Can we get above 350 now? Or are we just gonna keep playing games here? Again, ABVE is definitely the best stock in the market for now. As slow as it is, super, super slow. MU's bounced nicely there, Virus. Let's go, Kel. You're in at $3. I like it. Yeah, green, right? So again, closer to that 290, right? You would have been safer. So now we're pushing for brand new highs of the day here. So this is looking very, very good. Can we get above 350 now? I don't know why I had that line at 360. Maybe it's because 350 is not a problem, guys. It might not be. It might not be a problem, but I think you always want to be aware that 350 is coming. Yeah. 2 year slip in slide area for a retrace. Let me take a look. Just for actually, I want to see a 350 break here first, and then I'll take a look. There we go. 350. Going once, going twice, and sold to Elijah. 352. Beautiful, beautiful. 355. Beautiful. So again, we must have this line closer to 360 here for a reason, so just be careful. Alrighty, so 350 was not a problem, right? Here comes 360. 57 going once, going twice, 58. So again, I'm gonna need to zoom out. So 360 is our next level based on our lines that we put here a while ago. So I'm just gonna leave that on there for now. Alrighty. If you made money, so if you're still in ABVE, type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat if you're still in this, or if you made monies on this. So again, that 360 was the problem, right? So you can see people locking in some gains there. Surprise, 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 surprise. Do we like technical analysis or not, guys? Do we like technical analysis? Right? Do we like candles, guys? Look at this. From a double top to a retest at 290 to a break of 320, double tops to a retest of 320 to the next resistance. Do we like charts or do we not like charts? But I thought they don't work. But they don't work, Virus. Dell, it worked. It did. Let me look at the daily here. You can see the lines all over the place. Yeah, yeah. Whatever slip and slide, Elijah, you're talking about, I don't see it. Right. So 2 year slip and slide. I don't know what that even means. But anyways, yeah. I think just again resistance because it's been resistance. I'm not sure what the slip and slide is for, but again we know 360 is a problem, right? So Violence, Marla. Violence. Violence. Danny's left the chat. Don't worry, Danny will show up tomorrow. Danny, I will find you. I will find you. Danny has left the chat. Anyways, yeah, just become a member, Danny, and come join us. Yes. Anyways, we need to go back up and break that 360, right? So definitely the best stock in the market for now. So again, 290 support, 360 resistance. 360. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, please, and thank you. I would really appreciate that. Take a second, smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and become a member and come join us. Ready? This is why we hang out together, you know. Like as trash as the market is today, you know, we can maybe still, you know, hang out, chat, and find some little, you know, 10-cent scalps here and there, right? So some days are going to be slow, and even when they are slow, you can still find opportunities. And for now, that opportunity is ABVE, right? So definitely looking nice and nice and nice, you know, nice and nice. Yeah, Mohammed, let's go. Some days are just going to be slow. There we go, 360 incoming. 3, 2, 1, 360. Not yet. You can do it, Thomas. You can do it. Give us the breakout. So again, 360 is resistance. So when we're sitting at resistance, it's not the time for you to be buying, right? It's time for you to scale out. It's time for you to move your stop loss up, blah blah blah, right? That's what you do there. Marla. Yeah, so we need to clear that resistance there. Come on, you can do it. You can tell it wants to. Like what else? What else do we have that's pumping, guys? What else? What else? What competition do we have? Huh? What else? So just break the damn resistance. Let's move on. There's no competition. If there's no competition, can we just break out then? 360? That thing's like no. Looks interesting. Yeah, we looked at that the other day, right, Chris? After that massive sell-off. Lucid still curling. Wow. Yeah, Winterfell, and then the other one too, RGTI. I saw that one go from red to green. Red to green. Yeah, Lucid is actually looking good there. Wow. Lucid. And 17 overnight, 1610. Yeah. QBTS. Yeah. Quantum Stonks. Inspired brand new highs yet? Hmm. I wonder if we're just gonna break out and just keep pumping, you know? Elijah, trees? What do you mean? On painting trees. Like on the chart? Always painting, you know? Always painting. And so yeah, that 360, right, is still a problem. this was a problem a while ago, it's still a problem today, right? So this is why you do not buy at resistance. You think about scaling out and moving your stop losses higher. So if nothing else, we better stay above 330. Otherwise, we're gonna yeah. Webull, okay, sounds good. Hopefully, your money can pump up the stock too. DNA. Yeah, Webull is one of the best platforms if you're looking like everything, right? Pre-market, after hours. Yeah, one of the better platforms. Robinhood is really really nice for beginners, but I think they're missing a few things. I wonder how, like, why they haven't done that though. Like, why hasn't every platform done like the full range of like after hours and pre-market? I wonder if there's something like there has to be something like data is expensive, something's missing. Anyways, ABVE, here we go. Come on now. You're done with it? Yeah. ABVE wants the juice. Wants the juice. QBTS, Eric. Well done. Love it. Do. Yeah. Oh, virus. Is the stream good? Is the stream good now? Virus. Is this still buffering for you? Dan, you too. Is it okay now? 24 trading. I take. It's the idea of protecting traders from excessive volatility. Okay. Okay. Good. I don't know what happens. Like nothing's changed. It's working fine. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Spy going for brand new highs here again. Spy's like, yes sir, yes sir. Dang, so strong. Yeah, ABVE needs to be that strong to break above 360. What's the high of the day? 58, 26.58 for Spy. 26.58. Spy is about to make brand new highs there. And 360 is too much of a problem there. Too much resistance. Four. Okay. Two. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Two. There we go, ABVE. There we go. There we go. Boom skis. Is this the best stock in the market or what, guys? Is this the best stock in the market or what? Let's go, Canada. 370. I like it. There we go. 121%. Dang, Danny has really left the chat, guys. You're in at 169, George. I'll keep it up so I don't forget. I'll take a look in a second. 373. I like it. If you're still holding ABVE, type yes in the chat. Above food ingredients, they should just call it the Canadian stock, you know? I'm kidding. Anyways, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, keep moving those stop losses higher, though, please. Keep moving those stop losses higher, higher and higher, higher and higher. Well done, guys. Right. So, mm, hmm. There you go. Kel is diamond handing this. Amy, you guys, yeah, Sean, move the stop losses up. Move the stop losses up for ABVE, please. Don't make me find you, because I will find you. I will find you. There we go. 376. I like it. There we go. I mean, we have a massive supply zone here, right? Massive, massive supply zone. So be careful. Canadians can do this. Uh, Trading has been very calm today, PJ. Yeah, BTOG is done okay too. Spikes, what is the stop loss you speak of? What is it? Details. Three. There we go. Yeah, the stop gains future. Exactly. I like it. Stop gains, guys. We need to start calling it that. Because then people might be more receptive to, to calling it that as well. Or to doing it. River, good morning. Hello. So again, ABV has definitely been the best stock in the market, right? So winter Elijah, are you feeling better now about that $293? Are you feeling better? Yeah, so again, like I said, I wasn't sure what the slide zone was, right? Not that there isn't one, just I'm just not familiar with it. Um, but yeah, there we go. 377, guys. 380. I like it. Brand new highs of the day. Woo! Wee! Ooh wee! ABVE. So we have that supply zone up here. Be careful, right? So you can see that our next resistance is a little bit higher, like $4, so 20 cents away, but still, right? 627s. You need a flush so you can get the 627s. Yeah, come on, Weeble. I need $20. Can somebody buy more Weeble shares? Oh, okay, a put in the money puts. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Puts. Yes. You're trying it. Let's see. Okay, because I know you're not quite. You're not. That isn't always your thing. Okay, can we go for another push here? Can we go for another push? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Hmm. Okay, 380. Like I said, there's no competition. Maybe the quantum names, There's no competition for ABVE, so why not? Why not ABVE? Why not be the best stock in the market? PTNM halted up. PTNM. Oh, it's coming off the abyss. That's why we're seeing way too many of these stocks that are just randomly go down like 50% from $40 to you know to 2 cents, and then yeah, I don't know if these guys had news or if it's another pump and dump from China. Craziness. Craziness. Well, we're seeing a lot of resistance here for ABVE, right? So, yeah. Morris, did you make monies? Yeah, guys, let's get to smash a like. 50 more people smash a like. Let's get to 150. Smash a like, guys. Pyro. Ah, if I had a wrench. Yeah, you can see the T-Rex happening there. 355 Morris, and then you sold. Well done. Good job. Good jobs. Good job. Let's go, Stallion. Let's go. Let me take a look at Webull here. So, Virus mentioned Webull the day before yesterday, and we talked about it, right? So, and then I got that Webull call. Yeah, Webull needs to get above like 1380 here. Right? This chart was just too nice, Virus. Just too nice. Like, look at this. Just too nice. Right? Pump, retest, $12 ish, and then boom skis. Just too nice. So the question now is, can we get back to $15 at least? Can we get back up there? You are Pyro? I like it. Yeah, no, it's looking good. Again, nothing crazy. Super slow, but at least it's moving in the right direction, In the right direction. So highs of the day here for Weibo. Highs of the day. No. In the 60s, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. You know what this song is saying? This song is saying you don't know these streets like we do. This is a virus song. Pyro? Okay. And Spy's like, hey, hey, there's no need for me to go down. And ABVE is just ABVE is like when it comes to technical analysis. Mm-mm. Yeah, beautiful. You know, like the levels are so obvious on this one. Damn spy. Dang spy. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, spy's been nice. Been nice. As soon as we say something nice about ABVE, it's like okay, okay. Mm. Are you cooking those calls against spikes? Hmm. BBI. Okay. Up the bottoms. Ooh, spikes. Let the man cook. I like it a lot. Yeah. Spikes has been cooking those options virus. Cooking those options. I like it. There's no reason for Spike to not go to all-time highs again, right? We both just made brand new highs of the day. Super slow, but yeah. Morris, yeah, we need some trade deals, with Canada, EU, Japan. Somebody needs to sign a trade deal so we can go to all-time highs. Been stuck. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. ABVE. Watch the 240 there next. Alrighty. But again, you can see that thick supply zone, right? That supply zone is thick. Red zone. So that would have been a good spot to scale out, right? Again, have a stop loss, scale out. And Spy just made brand new highs there. Sheesh. Mm, I like it a lot. Uh, yeah, Pyro. Yeah, that's the reason why I popped this morning. Yeah, they better start doing something cooler than that, though. Leaving Ronas. Well done. Give me a high five. I like it. Leave the Ronas to Ron. Well done. Yeah. Whenever you get into those plays, spikes, spam them in the options cooking lab. So the other criminals can see. 627.15. Again, like we said this morning, right? We thought that SPY was just gapping down to retest to fill the gap and then push back up, right? And that's exactly what's happened today. Um, we didn't really have any negative news, right? The market was clearly on trending up in pre-market, right? So this dip at the open to me was more of a scam than anything else. And then Dan mentioned that the put side was heavier, so obviously they want to not pay. Obviously they want to not pay. That's not too bad though, right? The one that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Hmm. We're going to war. Ah, we are going to war with everybody. Hmm. That thing just got PTNM just went from $6 to 680 almost. Hmm. 680. Space is slowly creeping up there, Pyro. It's going to space, not really, but you get a missile. You get a missile. Canada gets. Anyways. Mm, funny. Going to space. A dip is coming at some point. At some point, they're gonna dip it. I like it. And then ABVE is playing with that 340 level. So SPY was pumping, ABVE was dipping. Mm. Mm. Interesting. So yeah, back above 350 there, ABVE. We need brand new highs from Webull there. Pre-market breakout. That would need to break above 1385. RGTI is also going for the highs of the day. Nothing too crazy, but going for the highs there. What the hell did that just do? Mm. Okay, let's go. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys. Smash it. Smash a like. Was slacking today on the likes. PTNM is $7 now. 55% to minus 55 to minus 46. It's an improvement. It's an improvement. I like it, Spikes. I like it. Keep cooking. Netflix earnings coming out. Oh wow, Netflix reports earnings after the close. Damn. Okay. Any YOLOs? Netflix. Look at this damn chart. Like, look at this, guys. Look at this. The last time we really really like did stuff on Netflix in terms of like technical analysis was like right there. Like, look at that. Maybe this was part of a class or something on, point out the breakout or something, higher lows. I don't know what we were talking about, but we did some drawings here. That was like $460. And then the break above $500 for Netflix. Look at Netflix now. Look at this damn thing now. $1,200. That thing was at 1350. Seriously, Pyro. My goodness. Shish. I wonder if they're gonna announce a split though, for earnings. Share buyback split. I think Netflix. Yeah, probably Alan. I think Netflix did something pretty cool with like with the live events. Like showing the Jake Paul fight. Like showing WWE fights. Showing a football game, right? So I think that's pretty cool. If they can do more of that, I think Netflix is gonna. Yeah, yeah, because $1,300 is a little bit pricey for a stock. Yeah, they need to announce a split. Alan, yeah, yep, for sure, for sure. Do, 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 do. The fake fight, but I think that's cool though. They can start showing some soccer games. Um, maybe that's them testing the markets, to see how much people would be interested in stuff like that. I feel like I would pay more for Netflix. If they were showing if they got some like soccer rights, I would definitely be happy to pay more for Netflix. Yeah, like live TV stuff, I would pay more for Netflix. You have your movies, you have your TV, right? Like, what the hell do we need the other platforms for? Some of these other platforms are, you know, way too annoying, and some of them charge like, I think I paid like what, like $75 for Fubo or something like that, for like a 3 month membership. But then just so I could watch soccer game, right? Soccer games, maybe that's once a week, So middle of an attack, I'm good. No, they're not gonna do ads, right? Soccer games don't have ads. They'd have to understand that though. They can do all the ads at halftime. They have 15 minutes to do as many ads as possible. Yeah, right. Go Spurs. Yeah, see, I think for me, that's the most important thing. Just bring some soccer to Netflix, and then that's it. Not really asking for too much. Included a TV subscription. Virus, can we get a damn fullback? Dan, I'm sure it's coming at some point, but my goodness. Are you just waiting on the sidelines, Dan, or you're in a position? Hopefully, you're not in for this violence. Hopefully, you're not in for this violence. Mm-mm-mm. You're not in anything? Okay, good. Doing something on your ignorant eyes? No, it popped on the scanner there. Full. But yeah, again, Netflix earnings tonight. Let's see what comes out of that, and then go from there. PHOE. We used to call this one the PHO. But anyways, it's halted up. It's actually a nice pop. I'm surprised that thing didn't show up on the scanner before the actual like pop like that. You almost had to have had this one on the watch list. Hmm. Oh, that's the second halt. Okay, second hold. Spikes. 11:53:35. Again, we're not done with with ABVE yet, right? We held that 50 EMA, so we're gonna come back to that at some point. Ready? But for now, though, I want to see what yeah, this one does. Seriously, where's Trump? Trump is hiding because yep, he's cooking spy calls. Yep, Trump is like, not today, guys, not today. Let's go, Justin. 59. Nice little scalpy. Nice little scalpy. Yeah, they might have delayed that damn thing there. Let me take a look at BTC just because, just because. Okay, that was a nice run there, wasn't it? Breakout, boom, skis. So now we're just kind of playing games here on the 4 hour chart. Up, down, up, down. BBI highs of the day. Yeah, that one's been really nice, slow and steady. BBI. Virus is still waiting for that dip there. There goes ABVE. ABVE. Uh, Ooh, here we go, ABVE. That's a pretty sweet curl, isn't it? So for all the gold members, hint, hint, right? That was a nice play there. That was a really nice play, ABVE. Very nice. I like that curl. Search no 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 not approved yet. Just ask Husa. Let's go, Kel. Yeah, I think again, whether you with like the right way to play some of these things is if you don't have restrictions is definitely to sell when you see a stall like that and then get back in, right? So to me, this would have been a really good exit, right? And then find a brand new entry because you would have been getting in, like 20 cents lower, right? And then we push back and then double dips, So, but yeah, if you have a good entry and you're staying in positions longer, that's okay because you're in a position and you're green, right? So you just have to make sure you don't go red because if you do, then you have problems. You have problems, very big problems. right? So obviously watch that double top in the 370s there. I'm missing on this time on this. Do I have a chance for the second? Danny, I don't know. I don't know. You had that beautiful entry at 290, Danny. I don't know. Don't know. Maybe okay. How about the robot lawyer? Is that thing still in the abyss? Yeah. I think that initially the name sounded exciting, right? But as soon as you look into the company, you're like, oh yeah, no, that's definitely yeah. What the hell is a robot lawyer? Um, like the idea of it and like the fact again, I think it might be cool, right? But then what do we have ChatGPT for? Right? If I'm gonna use an AI as a lawyer, like okay, don't we have So, anyways, but maybe I bet you these guys do something, it's like specific and it gives you more details and stuff like that. But still, um, they're also losing monies, right? So I don't get how they're. Anyways, some of these numbers don't always make sense. Don't always make sense. Don't always make sense. Mm, that would be mm, a while back looked like a BS. It did, Chris. Yeah, you can tell by the performance of the damn thing. There goes the on hold for PHO. Nice push. Um, nice push there. Uh, uh, wait. I want to scroll back. And it's halted down now. Uh, ABVE, yeah. Now we just need the explosion when to fail. The explosion First class robot chicken. First was robot chicken. No, it wasn't a robot chicken. It was a robot server, Al Bailey. Stupid. Everything is gonna be a robot at this point. Would be a dope band name. Yeah. Yep. Can you imagine going to court and you have a lawyer, but your robot is a lawyer? I would be intimidated if I was on the other side, because I bet you they just inputted the entire book, you know? They just downloaded the whole like law book into the lawyer system. I would be scared. Can you imagine yeah, anyways. Danny, you missed it. You missed your entry. You missed it twice, right? You missed multiple times. You missed the last retest year of the 50s, so now we're sitting at resistance. The truth, like ChatGPT. uh, I have to admit, defeat my spike today. Virus, yep. Futures. Oh, dang. That's a fire shirt. Oh my goodness. Whew. Peter, where's Peter? Damn. That's a nice shirt. It says oh, that's an O. Okay, like it's a little bit crumpled. Short and long. That is amazing. Yeah, look in the futures channel. Futures. Am I going to be on YouTube tomorrow? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. In Europe, it's too hot. Danny, just come join us in Discord. It's cooler in Discord. Come join us. And then your brain won't be overheating. That's amazing. Yeah. See? Just imagine now what Dan's going to win for the first place. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, it looks like they just virus they're just sending it to all-time highs now, right? There's no reason for it to not go there. No reason to not go there. There's no reason. Killing those puts, yeah. Do, 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 do. Uh, do, do, do. Two. Mm, mm, mm. Hmm. 350. Here we go. You got in at. There was something else I was supposed to look at for somebody else. I completely forgot. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Um, yeah. So let me take a look. Can I take a look at APM? You got in at 335 yesterday. Yeah. See, Salam, this is why we keep saying like, oh yeah, George, that was you, wasn't it? We keep saying like, you guys don't want to become members, but you want to donate the monies to the markets instead. That's exactly what's happening here. So you got in at 335, and then you kept the damn position, right? While everybody like this stock was beautiful yesterday, right? Beautiful, beautiful. You shouldn't be in this position anymore from 335 to $1.90, right? Exactly, spikes. So, I mean, you have your new support is at the 200 EMA. So 370. $1.70 to $1.60. Make sure we stay above that. Alrighty. So instead of giving the monies away, again, come join us in Discord. Salam, come learn stuff. Right. So you now have support at 160. So hopefully it stays above. SMX. George is in at 169. George is probably going to be green, probably slightly red, slightly. This is the 15-minute chart. That doesn't look horrible, does it? You just have resistance. Yeah, you just have that resistance right there. Your entry is a little bit difficult. Um, Let me look at the daily here really quickly first. Loading. Yeah, yeah, because you look at this daily and so the 15-minute chart, you can see that 170 is a bit of a problem, right? From pre-market to the open. But then when you look at the daily, you're like, oh, this isn't too bad, is it? Right? Yeah, it's like George. It's not horrible at all. This thing had a nasty drop, right? So you're hoping for at least you for a dead cat bounce here. I would say you're fine with this position as long as you stay above $1.50. As long as you stay above $1.50, you're okay. Alrighty. So it's not really going anywhere for now, right? And you can clearly see that there's a lot of resistance. Um, like early pre-market, so market open, yeah, it's like 170, right? So you need to break above that, and then the momentum might kick in. I want to go against the market, and I get NSATs. Yeah, yeah. Don't do it, please. Don't do it. Hey, what? Winterfell? Uh, no, spy to me. Again, this is what we wanted, though, right, guys? We wanted the boomskis. We wanted spy to dip and go boomskis. Dang, Dan would have been so green right now. So green, Dan. But I think though, like as soon as we broke out here, like as soon as we broke out right there, yeah. Sorry, Dan. Sorry. As soon as we broke out right there, it was like, okay, this is it, right? You know, higher low and then the breakout. After that point, there's just no going back for SPY until maybe at a double top there, virus closer to to the actual double top from the previous all time high. Type something in chat. uh 2x, let's go Spikes. Spikes is happy though. Spikes is very happy with the long. Hopefully, Muchi is green today too. Hopefully, BTC is not too happy today. For some reason, that thing wants to keep dipping. And then ABVE, yeah, bit of a double top. So maybe now we get the actual cup and handle if we don't dip too low. Not too low. Idiot. Silly email. What was the hype for VLCN? It's retesting now. VLCN. I think they had an extra catalyst. Maybe I think there was actual news for this one early this morning. Let me pull up like the 5 minute chart or something like that. Yeah, I see what you're looking at there for the retest, right? Like closer to 24 has been an okay spot. This is the third time that we're bouncing off this level today. I think they had actual news though. Today's what, the 17th? Yeah, so they had actual news. Yeah, so this one here, right? So over 500 million private placement to initiate Bitcoin treasury strategy, right? So they're raising $500 million to go buy some BTC. They should have done ETH instead, because I think ETH is the new shiny thing, right? So not new, but seems to be the one that's pumping these stocks a lot more. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yes, virus. Yes. Send it. Come on, ABVE. Give us the curl. Okay, we need a breakout. Mm. Can we get a red candle? I'm sure you have a red candle coming. Maybe if I zoom out, Dan, to a 1 minute time frame or 30 seconds, you're gonna see a red candle now. Well, let's do that for Dan. There you go, Dan. There's a lot of red candles. Just not on the 5 minute though, because I think we'll probably stay green on the 5 minute. Oh, there you go, 5 minute candle red. 5 seconds. Yeah, see, redness. You are useless. Ah, yes, you're not wrong, Dan. You're not wrong. I saw this comment. Well, yeah. What happened, virus? He won't type chat. He won't type in chat. No, I don't want to be put in the timeout. I'm gonna stay away from the chats. Virus wants to put me in a timeout. I don't know if you can actually, but maybe. Um, but yeah, so Spy is finally giving you a 5 minute red candle. There's 4 minutes left on that candle though. So, but yeah, we're waiting with baseball bats. Ah, let me try. No, I would need to type something in the chat for you guys to do it though. So I'm gonna stay away. Yeah, 3 minutes left on that candle. Let's see if you actually get a red candle or if that thing bounces right back up. Right? Mm, that's a good idea, Dan. Get a gummy. We have about another 45 minutes left, and then we can go back to Discord. No, 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 no. BTOG. Okay, I'm fine. BTOG. Yeah, we obviously like this thing a lot, right? A lot at in the 20s, right? So I think we posted this one as a swing play, potential swing play, right? So this isn't something that's a surprise to us. Your next resistance for BTOG, you look. I think we have closer to 55. Yeah, so closer to 55 cents. And then if you want to get a retest, you're looking for 46. 46. So 45, 46 would be your potential next support area there if you're looking for a retest. Size down. So there goes 52 pennies. Okay. 18. Woo! Beautiful. Yeah, there goes a little bit of supply there. Yeah. I mean, you're seeing some weakness on SPY for the first time now. So maybe we finally hit the top. Did we make brand new highs actually on SPY? No, we were like 40 cents away. Like 40 cents away there. And then slap. Dan, it's dropping now. Don't worry, it's dropping. You guys asked and asked, and now look at this. Look at this. You guys don't like nice things, you know. Green finally, nice virus. You added to that position. Added to the position. BTOG is the next BMNR. I mean, it depends. Yeah, because he doubled down virus. Yeah, and that's a good thing though. You know, conviction, high conviction. Ayo, Willie, how are you? And then here comes BTOG with a bit of a retest of the 9. Competition makes the market. What do you mean? What do you mean, Elijah? Mr. Tesla. Yep, that's Willie. What do you mean? Competition makes the market. Yeah, absolutely agreed. Right. I think we need more competition in Canada for cell phone services, so then they're cheaper. We need more competition for everything in Canada. Um, but what context for competition? You got tired of Elon's politics for now? Yeah. As an amazing, yeah, I've said that so many times, right? Like, you never want to bet against Elon. You just can't because Elon's the goat of building companies and finding the right people. Blah blah blah, right? But at the same time, and the stock has been nice. If you bought the dipskis like last year, you're still printing, you're still happy, right? But at the same time, though, it's yeah, I kind of don't want to, yeah. Thomas, yeah, a bunch of guys saying sorry to each other. Who could be more polite? Sorry. Yeah, Nvidia is crazy, 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 crazy. How Nvidia is still George, SMX is slowly curling there, isn't it? How NVIDIA is doing this is impressive. I mean, NVIDIA, again, best company, the biggest company in the world. 4.3 trillion. My goodness, trillion. Right? And NVIDIA is just getting more monies. Like, these guys get cash thrown at them, like, like like uh like the dancing at that club that virus likes to go to. But the damn thing's a beast, so I don't know where we're going to. Um, at this point, honestly, I think the better investments, right? The better investments out there than because in order to double your monies, like that thing would need to go. All yeah. Anyways, so everyone else is yeah. Yep. Here comes 55 cents for BTOG. 55 cents. Testing resistance. Ah, virus. Unbelievable. Yeah, so we mentioned 55 in Discord being resistance, even though the line is a little bit higher there. Even though the line is a little bit higher. Hmm. Here we go again. That was a pullback, Dan. Look at the size of these red candles. Like these two red candles erased the work that the markets did for 1, 2, 3, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes. 35 minutes of work erased in two candles, Dan. What more do you want? Shorties. What more do you want, Dan? Huh? I've been lurking and learning on your streams. Wanted to say thank you. What do you think of a beam? You're in at 260. Could it break out today? Short, three run shot. Thank you very much for the feedback. I'll take a look. See, 260 for beam. Let's take a look. Nvidia the monster. Yeah. So you're in at 260. So you're basically in at the price that it's at now. Yee. You can see the problem already, right? You can see the problem already, right? Short. So, yeah, that thing went from $1.40 to 260 at the 200 EMA. So it doesn't look horrible, right? You're just sitting at resistance here. So what you need to have to happen here is this candle needs to close above 275. If it does, then you have more room to the upside. Alrighty, so 275, you need to close above 275. If you can, then you have more room to the upside. Right? It's always a little bit scary when you're getting into positions after a major run like this and you're at resistance. So 275. Moving weird. So it will drop more. Virus, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Queen says take a look at CYCC. CYCC, you're in at 284. 824 CYCC. Yeah, you're green in that position, right, Queen? So that's good. Yeah, this stock is one of those stocks that if you see this stock at $50, you won't be surprised that it's there because of the way that it's moving. Like, look at this, right? Like, look at this, like just all over the place. Every day, it's another crazy price action on this stock, right? Um, I like that your entry is closer to $8 because $7.88 that seems to be the demand zone. And then since yesterday, this level has been a problem. Every time we got above 9, it was a problem. So You can consider taking gains up there, but for now, I think as long as you stay above 850, you should be okay. So maybe put a stop loss somewhere there. There goes BTOG, guys. Brand new highs. Yeah. Yeah, BTOG is cooking. BTOG. So this thing really needed to clear that 21 cents from I think this was on the watch list 2 weekends ago, right? So finally broke above 21 cents, closed above 21 cents, and the rest is history, right? So the rest is history. $0.60. Mm, hmm. What is that line? What do you mean? The white line? ABVE is getting slapped there, right? But this was nice. This was a good run, right? Gave you time to lock in your gains. Your next support is closer to 320 there, right? So that last level that we really struggled with, that's going to be your next level to watch for support. Spy Dipskis. Deep skis. Yeah, VLCN Kel. I know you were asking for this one, right? So there you go, right? So $24 has become a nice base for this thing, and it's going back for 29 almost. So a double bottom, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it. BTOG is flying there, 61, flying. Type yes in the chat if you're holding BTOG. Type yes in the chat if you're holding BTOG. Uh, there we go. Yes, 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 yes. I like it. Chance, Morris, Speedy. Yeah. You saw the news and you jumped in. Let's go. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, like this is pretty impressive, right? So um I mean, this is something that like we're familiar with, right? BTOG is raising. I don't know why they're doing this and why the stock is performing to this. Like, this seems like this stock would have done so much better, honestly. Like if they did something else. Why, like we like Dogecoin because Dogecoin, like this channel is, we like Dogecoin here, right? But why the hell would you're raising $500 million to go buy Dogecoin? Not that they've actually done it, right? So, um, like really, that's a lot of money, isn't it? To go buy Dogecoin. Anyways, the stock is pumping, but they could have bought like a Bitcoin treasury. $500 million is a lot for that, right? They could have bought an ETH treasury, right? A Solana treasury. The top three crypto projects. Dogecoin is top 10, but still, like in market cap, though, not in terms of like value. You know what I mean? Anyways, at some point Dogecoin will run because that's how they tend to work, right? They tend to like Bitcoin goes, and then the other ones, start to creep up. So eventually Doge will go for a run, and when it does, maybe these guys will be like, "See, we told you, smart," right? But still, who gives them the money? Honestly, Honestly, like it's especially when you're like, hey, I'm raising five. Like it's not like $1 million, you know. Not like, hey, give me $1 million. Let me go. No, give me 500 million, $500 million. Obviously, they're selling shares and screwing the investors, but you know the stock performs because there's a clear path for the money. Donald, you're $500 on what? Yeah, right, Willie. Yeah, like Dogecoin is part of this channel. So but $500 million in Dogecoin is a BTOG. Well done. Yeah, BTOG is flying here, flying, flying. Uh, okay, copy. I mean, if they used that money for something else, I bet you the stock would have been at $1. Maybe the idea is that like you want to be the first one to do something, like the first stock that did the ETH treasury, like those guys cooked. First Bitcoin treasury cooked. So first Dogecoin treasury, maybe that's the idea. They want to be first, so they can fly to the moon. School, but yeah, the stock has done well. Done well. Yeah, BTC is not having too much of a nice day today. Okay. Uh, Palantir made brand new all-time highs today. Damn. How the hell are they doing it? How are they doing it? No, 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 no. Exactly, Willie. Exactly. Exactly. I don't think they care though. It's not their money. The company isn't like, the company isn't saying, oh, here is the board of, the CEO is putting 10 million. This person's putting, no, this is not their money. They're selling shares and raising money and blah, blah, blah. So they don't really care. They're just looking for vibes, momentum. So they need the stock above $1 though, at least. For all of that money, they kind of need it above. Okay. uh, the lawyer thing, yeah, meh. My prediction is BTC cap will hit uh, price 23 million. ULTY dividend yield of 131. It costs 6 on. Yeah, ULTY has been a nice dividend stock. Been a very nice. Yep, 23 million. I mean, we see numbers like these flying all over the place. Like all over the place. Everybody's. Yep. Yeah, that news is yeah. Oh yeah, Michelle. Michelle, don't miss. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, I like it. Oh, wild. Yup. I still get like I knew they had news, but I didn't think it was a Bitcoin treasury news. I think that's wild. Sign in. Text to code. One second, guys. Yeah, let's go back to the actual chart because it's bouncing, right? Retest of 50, 56, 55, and then bounce. What shirt am I wearing? I'm wearing the like just a plain Peter shirt. It just says the name of the company on it, just a plain white one. Eric. 215 years. Yeah. So this is BTOG. Nice retest and then pop. Yeah. One ring with every. Uh, Monies. Uh, okay, I need to fix that then. I changed my Twitter password, and that messed up a whole bunch of stuff for Discord because my Twitter account is connected to. Anyways. uh, Here we go. So BTOG is pushing back to break out again. That thing is a beast. Congrats if you're still holding this one, by the way. I have friends who release at me. Damn, can you imagine that? Dan is still waiting for that flush. I mean, it looks like it's coming, Dan. Right? Retest to the last break. So you're getting some violins there. Dan just doesn't like nice things, you know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, let's do this. wonder if it's gonna remember my password here though. Doesn't remember. Okay. You're short? Okay. Yeah, some violence there then. Yeah, drop it and retest that last level. Give Dan some monies. ABVE is really getting close to that 320 level, isn't it? Getting really, really close. And BTOG sitting at that double top there. Hey, yo, next gen, good to see you. Came back to say thank you and kept buying. 50 at 29. Let's go. August. Sounds good. Monies. Love it. Yeah, so let's see if we can break above that double top here now. Oh, let's see. What is the name of the Doge company? Oh, that's BTOG. Hi, Eric. Whew, that's a lot of shares next gen. You're smiling now. Working and smiling. I like it. Congratulations. Well done. Congrats. Okay, I need to reconnect dashboard. Okay. Yeah, BTOG just made brand new highs there. I like it. Do. 66. Yeah, make sure you take some gains. All right, next gen at some point. Make sure you take some gains there. Do. 38 cents, Donald. Well done. Donald wants to double the monies. Making money. So you just want to see $1? Yeah, make sure you don't just diamond hand the position and then miss out on everything on the monies you have already, right? If you I might have broken Discord and all the bots. Well, guess I have work to do now. This is all Dan's fault. Whoever is propping this up, stop it. Yeah. Yup. Would be hold overnight, and so I bought some at $6, sold at $10 this morning. Legends, let's go, Mike. Look at that, guys. Right? Again, it's important to have a community, right? Donald is not a Donald. I'm gonna find you. Right? So look at that, from $6 to $10, just because Mike. Beautiful, love it. And membership pays for itself, you know. No, Dan, it really isn't. Kind of feels like it's coming though. A slap is coming. Yeah, Donald, you've been slacking. When was the last update there? Using does not work properly at the moment. Dynamic, it's a browser. Hmm. 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 Okay. 43%. Yeah, this next 5 minutes, it's now or never for your position, probably. 10 more minutes, guys, and then we'll hop off and go back to Discord. Alrighty, 10 minutes. Don't forget to smash a like if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. So 10 minutes, and then we will hop off and go back to Discord. BTOG, bit of a retest here. Really good run though. Really good run. They want to slap that thing, Dan. They want to slap it. Will it be slapped though? If this 5 minute candle closes above, yeah, you're done. Okay. Yeah, I think this candle is really important. Really important. And of course, they're propping it, but it's also closing below the 9 there. So, and we're getting those lower highs in those candles as well. We're about to get a brand new candle here, but that candle is still in a really sus area. Like it's still 50-50 there, which way it wants to go. Emmanuel, are you in Pew? Are you in PEW? PEW? Hmm. Yeah, but like, you know what? Today's not the day to for short. Username. Yeah, it's not letting me connect though. You out? Okay. Yeah. Extensions. Manage extensions. Okay. No, definitely, Dan. Definitely. Today was not the nice volatility day where you could like it went both ways. Today was just too strong, too strong, and yeah, no, definitely happens. VLCN is still looking okay here with the price action, and BTOG is looking like the better stock now. BTOG. There goes BTOG, brand new highs of the day. Yeah, I broke half of the bots in Discord, so I need to fix that. Ah, well, I didn't break them, but anyways, that's kind of annoying. Gonna be half of my day now. 67.50. Spikes, absolutely, absolutely. You entered PEW today at 11.69. Okay, let's take a look. 11.69. I still think like the stock will run again at some point, Emmanuel. The question is when, right? We said this yesterday. Like, will it be from $12, from $10, or from $8, right? So, um, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think for stuff like this, you just need to put a stop loss. Why would you enter now? Stuff like this, you just need to use the 8% stop loss rule or something like that, right? Just find a stop loss, because there's not a whole lot. So BTOG again, there's your next resistance, right? So yeah, you need to break above 67.50 first for the next push. Oh, he is? Well, they better all give up, Dan. Tell them to all leave. It tells me invalid symbol. I wonder why. Is it messed up? Yeah, no, I need to fix that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we will definitely try. Does it have history above $1? Let me take a look actually. Right, so you can see that resistance here. Right, so your next levels are closer to 75 and then 85, right? And then we'll talk about $1 from and go from there. You know, yeah, your next level is 60, it's 67.50, and then you're looking for 75, and then you're looking for closer to 85, and then $1. So the history above a dollar is this, right? So it does have history above a dollar, right? It has a lot of history above a dollar. I don't think they've done a split actually. I don't think they've ever done a split, which is actually they've done one, right? So back here, and then it was $1.50, and then after that split, it ran all the way to $9 to $10 actually. So it's done some pretty crazy things in the past, right? But yeah, now you need to clear this level though. Spy definitely doesn't want to give up then. Yeah, I see it. I just the buying part is what I'm not sure about, Dan. The first company to announce the Trump Treasury deserves to yep. Mm. Yeah, BTOG is failing at that resistance. So again, you have resistance, right? And then you have that potential support closer to this level, right? So those are kind of the two levels to watch for now in BTOG. ECDA with a nice little pop there. Yeah, this one has the vibes ECDA, some vibes. Okay, how do I fix this stupid Twitter thing? This is all Dan's fault. Ridiculous. Ah. Uh, uh, ah. Unbelievable. Dan, unbelievable. Do, 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 do. See, now Dan's back to being number one. For your own shortcomings. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. I bet you were smiling when you were typing that, Dan. I bet you were smiling when you were typing shortcomings. I was number one, Chester? Absolutely. I mean, yeah. Circle is a beast, Carla. Beast. Okay, we need SPY back above 627. Yeah, so BTOG is potentially going back down to retest the bottom of the range then. I was and still am. I know. Unbelievable. Here we go. So let's see if BTOG can stay above. $628 spikes. I don't mind that, don't mind. I know you do, Dan. I know you do. I know you do. Yeah, let's see if we can get above 27 here and then push, 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 push. ATNF is also looking good. So it almost feels like we're moving, to penny land, right? ATNF. I mean, there's a big supply zone there at 180, 185 for ATNF, but uh, there we go. Okay, let's see. Any last questions, guys, before we hop off? Enjoy. Yeah. Any last questions before we get off the stream, everybody? Again, don't forget to smash a like before you leave. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat there. Become a legend member. Once you do, then you get the link to join us in Discord. Alrighty? So if a bear and a shark got into a fight, who would win? The shark would win. No, that's okay, Dan. Love you too. That's okay. I know. I I would definitely give you a hard time too. Yeah, Winterfell. See, I assume that the shark is not going to be on land, so making that assumption, I think the shark wins because how if the fight is in water, yeah. But I would assume though that the fight would be in water because the shark, yeah. But if it's not in water, then that's a different conversation. Yeah, in water. Yes. Let's go, Morris. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you later. See ya later. So BTOG is still testing the bottom there. Bear shark with teeth. Baby shark is about to happen. Probably as soon as we leave the stream, Dan. As soon as we leave, one fat red candle. As soon as we leave, you're going to the gym. Dang! As soon as you go to the gym, you know it's gonna happen. Why can't you go to the gym like normal people when the market closes, Dan? Why? Why? So BTOG is holding the bottom of the range then, right? Which is good because I think that's what we wanted to see, right? Uh, no, for sure, Dan, for sure. I better to walk away, than keep fighting. Easy to make the monies back the next day. Uh, no, I have one-on-ones to do. I have one-on-ones to do, and there we go. Alrighty, all. Much love, everybody. Again, be safe. Have a wonderful afternoon. See you guys in Stock General. Alrighty. Don't do anything crazy. Much love, all. Oof. Okay. Alrighty. Bye bye. Let me go fix my rubbish. Fix my broken stuff. Again. Don't get back those gains, Dan. Yeah. Danny, don't worry. Come join us in Discord, Danny. Do better. Stop losing monies. Come join us. Alrighty. Bye, guys. Bye, Vena. Lizzie, yeah, tomorrow. For a little bit in the morning and then back to Discord. Have a good one, Leon. Yeah. Bye, guys.